guys, if you've never driven a GT3, drive one. If you can afford one, buy one instantly. If you can't afford one, sell everything you own, then buy one. That's how good they are. What's up guys, welcome back to another episode and welcome back to sunny Southern California. It will be sunny, I promise. It's very early in the morning, but I am so excited and you can probably hear why. Today, I'm gonna get the opportunity to drive my dream car, the Porsche GT3. So let me introduce you to my buddy Zane. He has just moved here from Georgia and he very kindly bought this with him. So we've actually been friends for a very short amount of time, but fast friends, so fast in fact, that he has actually said that I'm gonna be able to drive this at some point today. We're gonna drive some amazing roads here in Southern. So we're gonna go and drive some amazing roads here in Southern. It's early. So we're gonna go and drive some amazing roads here in Southern California. I'm just gonna kind of show him the ropes and use it as a loose excuse to actually get behind the wheel of this thing, which I'm so stoked about. Now don't get me wrong, I love my Golf, and if you're new to the channel, this thing is very, very capable. In fact, performance-wise, well, not performance-wise, because on a track, this thing would demolish me. But on the street, you know, traffic light GP, 0 to 70, you know, speed limit stuff, it's not too far behind. 3, 2, 1, go! Time again. Here's a quick look at the Golf. So racing line, carbon fiber strut brace here, because obviously we have nothing in the back, so this helps make sure that everything stays nice and stiff and doesn't flex. So I'm still waiting for my harness bar to come in so that I can finally fit my harnesses, and then the inside will just about be finished. And to make it work. 14 gallons, $143.07.
And he always shakes it like that.
Yes, gotta make sure you get every last drop. I can't wait to get this thing tuned for E85, because once I do that, once it's on the corn tune, ethanol, it's gonna be so much cheaper to run and have probably an extra 50 to 100 horsepower. I'll drop a pin to this gas station. If you guys need racing fuel for your vehicles and you're driving up to Big Bear, then this is the place to come, because they have it here. 100. It's actually 101 at the 76. It's only 100 here, but same. I've been interested to see how many gallons I've used. So we've driven about, I don't know, 60 miles, I would say. 2.1 gallons. This car's amazing. When you stick it in eco mode and close the exhaust valves and put it in, you know, drive rather than flappy paddles, I was getting, I think it ended up being 28 miles to the gallon, which is nuts when you think that I can hit the race button, open all the valves and do all the things, and then it turns into an absolute little ripper. Well, this weather is crazy, but I actually think we're gonna climb up above the clouds, because as you can see out here, we've got some very, very low-hanging mist, fog, whatever you want to call this, but I can see the mountains up there. So I'm wondering, once we start to climb, if we are going to get above that and get that cool view down of the top of the clouds. We're gonna get a little bit of flyby action from the GT3. Do you hear him? Oh, I need one so bad. Oh my God, that sounds good. It's my dream car. It is my dream car. I'm gonna need you guys to tell all of your friends about this channel because I need them all to subscribe so we can get the views up so that I can afford a $250,000 Porsche. If we can make that happen, I promise, if I ever see you guys out and about and I'm driving it, I'll give you a ride. Promise. Like, that's my commitment to you. If you can get me in a GT3, I'll do anything. Well, almost anything. I hope that the GoPro does this justice. It sounds like a race car. Like, it screams. The thing I love about the GT3, about that 4-litre motor, is that it has this like really deep, like bassy tone. So as it goes by, you feel it in your chest. But then it also has that high-pitched scream, which makes you tingle in your naughty areas. All right, so I can't let Zane have all the fun. I'm gonna do a flyby in the Golf. Now, I actually haven't heard the Golf. I think I've only ever filmed one flyby with the Golf. So it'd be nice, actually, to have somebody else be able to film because I never get to hear it from the outside. So ordinarily I would do a music montage over the top of this driving footage, but the cars sound so good that I'm just gonna put it in raw, so to speak, and it's up to you guys whether or not you want to skip forward because I just listened back on the GoPro and there's definitely some wind noise, but you hear his exhaust, you hear my turbo, and it is just like a symphony of automotive excellence. German precision engineering with a little bit of precision motorworks, precision engineering as well. Oh my God, this is so much fun. Welcome to Big Bear. That's cool. That's such a great looking car. What a perfect car to do those mountain roads in.
Wonton stuff with jalapenos, bacon. What? That sounds amazing.
Hello. You guys open?
Yes, we are.
Perfect. May we please sit here?
Anywhere is fine.
A lot of copyright music, so I'm gonna have to jump cut through this so I don't get demonetized. I've been on a no booze kick for a while. This I've never tried before, so very excited that they have non-alcoholic beer here. Let's see. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Fed, watered. Talking of water, let's go down to the lake. It is so full at the moment. So there we go, Big Bear Lake. So to put it into perspective, the last time I was here, you could walk clean across from the other side of this bush,
Really?
all the way to kind of where like the edge of the far dock is. This whole area was just a beach, and Diesel would come and run around, and yeah. So this is it, guys. This is the moment you probably haven't been waiting for this as much as I have, but I've been saying for the longest time that the car that replaces the Golf is going to be a GT3. Yet, believe it or not, I've never driven one before. Wait, I'm lying. I have driven one on track in Vegas. Scratch that. I have driven one before. It was an older one. This is the brand new one,
Yeah,
right?
992.
992, brand new, 2022.
Yep.
So tell everybody what goodies you had on this one.
Yeah, so basically it can range in price from 170-ish to about 230, depending on what all you throw at it. So this is pastel orange. To my knowledge, there's only about 6 of these that are this color in the United States. You know, having all of this leather and color matched for the stitching, the column being leather, the door sill being in leather, even the leather on the actual carpets themselves.
This is the craziest bit of leather. You were saying that this is leather.
Yeah, so like the actual vents are leather.
Carbon ceramic brakes?
Yeah, carbon ceramic brakes. The older ones you had to have a little more heat into before they really started to grab. These will grab immediately. It's manual.
It is.
That's the best part.
So that's shocking. I didn't realize this was a manual. And it's funny because anytime that I heard Zane pulling away, I'd be like, he's kind of like whum, 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 and then going. And I was like, I didn't know you could do that with a PDK box. Like, they don't have clutch slip like that. It's because it's a damn manual. So I'm even more excited now because I haven't driven a manual car since my BMW.
Yeah.
I had a supercharged BMW Z3 that I built, Z3, and I loved it.
You said it right. You said it right.
I have to catch myself because some of these guys are English, and when I say Z3, the English guys go, what are you talking about? But if I say Z over here, people go, huh, what is that? So I'm constantly in this like back and forth between speaking proper English and improper English. This thing's got a carbon fiber roof that has then been painted.
Correct, yeah. And so that's a weird, rare one.
That is a baller move to do that.
This comes as it's not even an option, but so this is a carbon fiber skeleton shell, if you will. They call it carbon fiber reinforced plastic. Okay. So it's a plastic bonnet top.
Yeah.
And then the actual skeleton frame of it is carbon fiber.
Got it.
And then last option is like the nose lift, which is, amazingly helpful to have on these. These come with coilovers OEM, so fully adjustable. I'll be lowering this car another ½ inch, and at that point definitely the nose lift will come in handy.
For sure. It's just such a great looking car. I can't get over how beautiful they are, and the new wing is just a thing of beauty.
I have it lowered so we have a higher angle of attack. There's 4 settings. I have it on like the Manti racing setup. So basically there's 4 settings up front. So I have mine on 1 in the front because these are known to have more front grip than rear, even with this big wing. And this has, I forget the exact number, something like 150% more downforce than even last generation's RS.
I love it. All right, you ready for me to drive it?
Let's do this.
I am ready to drive this thing. Here we go. Alrighty. The fact that this is a manual is so cool. I had no idea. I mean, I don't know why I'm adjusting the rear view mirror because there is a huge wing in the way. What do you think, guys? Can you see me in one of these? Even an older one. I don't necessarily need the brand new one. I would very much like it. But even the last generation would be perfect. And you guys know my plan. I would buy a GT3 and then do an RS conversion. So I would essentially make my own version of a GT3 RS. So I'd do some aftermarket suspension components, exhaust, all the stuff that I like to do because I can't leave things alone. And I would call it the GT3 XX, like my Swords logo. So I would have a badge 3D printed that looked like the RS badge, but it said XX instead. Oh, I do miss a manual gearbox. I don't know if I would do a GT3 with a manual gearbox though, because that PDK box that Porsche makes is just a thing of beauty. The way that it shifts, it's like you think about shifting and it's done. Before you even had a chance to pull the lever all the way, it shifted. And as much as a manual is so much fun as a driver's car, I think if you really want to get 10/10ths out of something, I think the PDK might be the way to go. But stirring gears definitely does feel good. Uh-oh. Stalled it. It's just so linear and smooth. This thing revs to 9,000 RPM. That is insane. Oh, it feels so good as well. Oh, I'm in heaven, guys. I'm in heaven. Please, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. Watch all my videos. Watch all of the ads. I need one. I need one, and I haven't even gone above 45 miles an hour yet. Here we go. Just pinged up and said, loud environment, sound just hit more than 90 decibels. I love it, I love it. 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, shit, yes! Oh my God, I love it. So one of the most fun parts about this car is that when you're in second gear, 6,000 RPM is 50 miles an hour. So you don't even have to drive it fast for it to sound like this. And that's what puts a smile on your face. Zane, I'm going to tell you in person, but I just want to publicly thank you for this opportunity because amazing, amazing. Guys, if you've never driven a GT3, drive one. If you can afford one, buy one instantly. If you can't afford one, sell everything you own, then buy one. That's how good they are. So we have ourselves a dilemma because there's been a bunch of road closed signs, but 10 miles ago, and we just have this pristine, like, nobody is out here. And I'm wondering, because there is a lot of like dirt on the road,
yeah.
I'm wondering whether in all the rain they had a bunch
washed out.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and maybe they're just finishing up. So we're gonna keep going down just that extra bit to
We
see
just need to see if it's
just do our due diligence, and then if not, our drive just turned into a 3-hour drive home. Cool. I mean, I'm fine with it. Is that a pelican? What the hell? What are you doing there, bud? So we're going to trade back cars because it's only fair, given how absolutely gorgeous this road is, that he gets to drive it. Let's drive back up because yeah, we've now got
It's over for you.
No.
Wait. Now we're all going to hold him accountable. He has to sell all of this stuff to get one.
I already told people, I was like, you guys have all got to subscribe. You've all watched all the ads. Like, let's make this happen.
When you get home at night, turn on this channel and just let it run while you're making all of your dinner and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Just mute it and let it run through all the ads, and I'll have one of these in, 10 to 12 years. Is he okay? I'm not sure he's okay. When I get into Big Bear, I'll call the animal control people and just say, there's a pelican out there. Because he shouldn't be out here, and he's not flying that well. so I'm worried that he might be hurt. So I'll call animal control and see if they'll come out and check on him. I know you guys want another flyby, so who am I to deprive you of that? It's just as loud a mile up the street as it is here. Racing line, big brake kit, doing its job. I need to put my race pads back in. And by the magic of television, we are now no longer in the mountains and we are in fact here by the ocean. The drive back was pretty brutal. There was a lot of traffic, so there wasn't really much for me to film. So I figured we would just smash cut back to here. But dude, thank you so much for letting me drive that. It really has motivated me to push.
To sell everything.
To sell everything I own, yeah, exactly. And live out of a GT3. But no, for real, guys, we were having this conversation off camera, and the beauty about cars is that it doesn't matter if you're driving a, call it $300,000 car or a $30,000 car. Like, we've both enjoyed this so much, and like flip-flopping cars, you know, you really enjoyed driving this.
Yes.
And what's great is that when I got back into this, I didn't go, oh, it feels slow, or oh, it feels, you know, whatever. Like, I got back into this and it was just as much fun as it was beforehand. And I think that's the beauty, is that as long as you build something that speaks to you, and you build, I mean, it helps that it's fast, but you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you can't afford to do all of the things that I've done to the Golf to make it supercar fast, it's still about like doing something or building something that speaks to you, that makes it, you know, yours, rather than just the same thing that you see everywhere. So even if you can't afford something like this yet, don't let that put you off building something that you can afford, because trust me, you will get the same enjoyment out of it, and it just gives you the motivation to set goals and achieve bigger and better things. So yeah, that's what's so amazing about car culture.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what you're driving, as long as you're with good people, you're driving good roads, you stay safe and you have fun. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to link Zane's Instagram below if you want to see more of the GT3 stuff. I'll link it all below, so go show him some love. If you'd be interested in seeing some more golf content, I've been driving it a lot, but I just haven't been posting videos with it because I've been doing the Sea-Doo stuff and the truck stuff. But if you'd be interested in seeing more golf content, let me know in the comments. And also, if you'd like to see more GT3 content, let me know. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, do all the things, help me get the subscribers up so I can afford one of those eventually. And yeah, most importantly, guys, remember, until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. See ya.